It's a very great evening here at Kevara Farm. Welcome back to this channel. It's been long. Many people have been coming to me and I've been receiving a lot of comments. People asking me, please talk about how to do record keeping at the farm. So today we have a very great topic. We are going to discuss bookkeeping. We are going to talk about the advantages and how you can take your record keeping at the farm. I mean poultry farming. Let's have a look at this. It's a very great chair. Actually, here I'm now treated like a queen. My helpers here at the farm, they made for me this, in that whenever I'm here at the farm, I can sit here, take my coffee. Yeah, here I'm able to take my coffee because, as I've been telling you in the videos, we use charcoal, so here there are no flies, there is no smell, so I'm able to take my coffee here. And whenever I'm here at the farm, this is where I sit. It is so comfortable, as you can see. So in most cases, whenever a veterinary doctor is here at the farm, this is where we sit and we discuss business. So I'm so comfortable here, and this comes as a result of when you're treating your people, the people you work with at the farm. If you're treating them well, the way you treat them, that's how they return the love. So as farmers, we should always make sure that at the farm we have teamwork. We are cooperating with the people that we do this business, because the money that we make it as a team. You can't do it on your own. But the major content of this video, we are here to discuss advantages of keeping records at the farm and how you can keep your records at your farm. First of all, poultry farming is a business, so you have to treat it as a business. I have come to see, sometimes I visit friends, farmers. There is one farmer whereby I came, the farmer does not take any records. She doesn't know how much she's spending on feeds. She doesn't know the sales, how much money she's getting after selling. What she knows that at the end of the day, she's going to get the money after selling the eggs. And after buying the feeds, she knows that she's going to remain with some difference. That is so wrong. I want to tell you that that is so wrong. You have to keep records. There are so many advantages of keeping records at your farm. Let's take an example. Bookkeeping, it helps you to take decisions at the farm. For example, if you have been keeping the track of your egg productions each and every day, and then on some day you find that there has been a drastic drop in the production, you will try to figure out what has happened on that day. Maybe the workers have woken up late, not the usual time, and then maybe the birds have dropped in production, or maybe there is a disease that is coming up, or maybe the birds were stressed. You will try to figure out, and that is going to help you make the decision. For example, if a disease is coming up, you will be able to know, because if a disease is coming up, production does not remain the same. There are many causes of drop in production. So you will try to figure out, and that is going to help you take a decision. If it is a disease, then you will try to look for a solution. And then also, if you've been recording your production every day, for example, if you have more than one structure, and also you have more than one breed at the farm, it is going to help you get to know which breed is working better at your farm. In that, in the coming or in future, if you want to buy another bunch that is after off laying, you will be able to purchase that breed which is working well at your farm. So you can see that keeping your records at the farm is so important. I just can't imagine if someone is just producing and they do not know how production is going, they do not know what is happening. Sincerely, that person is not doing business, and at the end of the day, you're going to fail. And those are the people who are always saying that poultry farming is so hard. But if you're doing the right things, you're keeping your records well, you're going to keep track of each and everything, and you will succeed at the end of the day. And then another thing, if you're keeping your records well, it helps to reduce theft at your farm. The day you receive your birds at the farm, that is when you're supposed to begin recording your records. You're supposed to count those birds and get to know how many birds that you have received. And then you note the number that you have received at the farm. If you find that it's not the number which you ordered for, then you tell your supplier that you received a less number compared to what you ordered for. And then from that day, you keep recording. You keep recording every day mortalities. Mortalities, I mean the birds that die at the farm. So if you keep recording every bird that dies, if you keep recording every mortalities at the farm, it is going to help you solve many problems. For example, you will be knowing your birds, in that if anyone comes and takes a bird and they steal a bird from your chicken house, you will be able to tell. And then here also, you're supposed to keep doing stock taking, let's say after 3 months or 2 months, to be able to know the birds that you have at the farm. So if you keep recording every day, it's going to help you know the percentages of production at the farm. It is also going to help you save on the cost of production. For example, if something happens at the farm and then you lose, let's say, like 10 birds, you're supposed to calculate and you reduce on the feed. So for anyone who is not taking records properly, they are going to continue giving the same quantities of feeds, and you have to know that whichever kilogram that you lose, that is money gone. Because if it keeps on accumulating, you will find that at the end of the day, you have lost a lot of money. And then you will also be reducing of theft at the farm. For example, if your workers know that you're recording each and every mortality that happens at the farm, and then also you do stock taking, and no one is going to tamper with picking a bird and then they sell without explaining what has happened to the bird. Because at the end of the day, they know that when you come and you do stock taking, you will ask a certain questions where the birds which are missing, where they went. And then another big importance of keeping records at the farm, it helps us to know the profitability of the business. For example, if you're taking your records so well, you know how much you're spending on the feeds, and then you also how much you're getting from the sales. And when we talk about the feeds here, when you're taking the records, you know how much that you're spending on each and every kilo. And this one, you keep on recording every day because prices keep on changing. And here you're recording when you're trying to compare your costs compared to the sales, and then also compared to the profits that you're making. So if you know how much you're spending on a kilo, and then you compare with your sales, you're able to find how much you're earning at the end of the day. At the end of the day, you will be able to know if your business is working, if you're making profits, or if you're just wasting time. For someone who is not keeping the records, they are not able to tell how much profit they are making. They are not able to tell how much they are spending in terms of expenses. And if you do not know this, I'm telling you, you will find that you have made a loss. You're just there when in actual senses you're wasting time thinking that you're making money when you're making losses and you do not know. So please, farmers, let us keep our records and let us take this poultry business so serious. If you take it so serious, you will find that you're going to make a lot of money which you cannot imagine. I find myself here at the farm. For example, me here at the farm, if I take, let's say, 2 days when I've not gone through my books, I find that whatever that has been happening, I do not understand. And in most cases, I find that within these 2 days, what I've made, the profits which I've made, they are always so low. So in this business, you have to stay focused. You have to take details of each and everything at the farm. You will be able to make the money from this poultry farming. And then another thing, bookkeeping helps us to get the, take as an example, if you want to get a loan and you go to the bank or financial institutions, they will ask you for these records. You have to show all these records. You have to show the receipts. You have to show each and everything. You have to show how your cash flows are. So if at all you're not taking these records properly, you're going to miss out on the loan. And there are so many advantages of this loan in poultry business. As for example, let's say you want to stock the maize and you do not have cash at that moment, and then you will need the loan because this maize, it comes in seasons. There are seasons where the maize is so much and you will need to stock during that season. And if at all you don't have money and you would want a loan, you will find that if you're not taking your records so properly, you're not going to get this loan. So please, there are so many advantages of keeping the records at the farm. If you haven't been doing it, please do it. And it is so simple. The procedures are so simple. You do not need to hire a bookkeeper or an accountant to come and do these things for you. The format of recording your data at the farm is so simple. Another benefit of keeping records at the farm, it helps you in one way or the other to control diseases at the farm. For example, each and every month, you're supposed to deworm and do Newcastle vaccine, and you're supposed to give these vaccines on the same day. On the same day, I mean, if you have vaccinated your birds on 1st July, it means even you're supposed to vaccinate on 1st August. That is the same day which I mean. And for us, because we are having too much in our heads, we have to keep track of the production. We have to know how cells are moving. There is a lot in our head. We tend to forget. So if you're keeping your records properly, you will be able to remember that on this day, this is when I'm supposed to vaccinate. And then when we are giving Newcastle, this month you give Newcastle plain, and then the next month you're supposed to give Newcastle IB. So if you don't keep your records, you will find that you have given the same vaccine twice because you will not remember. But if you keep your data, if you record your data so well, you will be able to remember, and you're not going to find any challenges of diseases, Newcastle at your farm. Bookkeeping also helps us to make forecasts or predict the future of our business. The business, I mean the poultry farming. For example, if you visit your books to see how you have been performing, you will find that production, there is when it increases and then there is when it reduces. You will see that trend, and then you will be able to tell. For example, you find that when it's a rainy season, the birds tend to reduce in production, and then also there is a stage which we call molting. During this stage, you find that production has also reduced, and then when the birds are new at the farm, we know that at that time the birds are supposed to be increasing in production. It helps us to understand how the business moves, and this one, it will help us to tell, for example, if the rainy seasons are coming, it will help us to prepare. For example, we can buy vitamins, knowing that if we supplement the birds with vitamins, they do not reduce in production. Yeah, it helps us to know the future. I hope this information which I'm telling you, if we put everything in practice, we are all going to succeed in poultry farming. So if you're new on this channel, I'm called Lillian and this is Kevara Farm. Please subscribe if you haven't subscribed. And to our returning viewers, I'm really so grateful. Thank you so much. And please, if you like this content, like the video and share with your friends and family. Let us all benefit from this information. So thank you so much for watching me. Bye bye. Let me see you in my next video.